Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here's a residential covered patio. Let's go right into the overall dimensions. Overall dimensions I have here, I have at 24 feet this distance, 13 feet over here, and then 16 feet over here. I didn't actually get the true dimension over here, but let's just go ahead and see what I have here. This is kind of just a little bit of my interpretation of what the distance might be. So let's see what I have here. I'm going to go down here, and I have that at 10. So yeah, that's going to be 14 feet wide over here. And let's go ahead and turn that off here, and let's look at the different heights that I have here. So I have here lower section I have at 8 feet off the finished floor. It's a deck floor, and from that point here down to the deck. Also from this point over here, tallest point here, I have it at 11 feet off the finished floor over here. And over here, I should go ahead and just check this distance out here real quickly. I have that at 10'3". You can see there's a little ledge over here. I have it at 1 foot out. We have a sliding window over here, another window over there, and I think that's pretty much about it. So let's go ahead and look at what we might be able to do to heat up this environment correctly. Another thing I just want to mention is the images that I got. I saw a junction box located up here, so there might or might not be a fan that's going to go in here in the future. So just keep that in mind, that I'm not sure if that's going to be there or not, or maybe there's going to be a lamp, something of that nature, but something that we do need to think about. So I think that's about it. Primarily the seating positions here, but I'm going to go ahead and show two different options as far as heating the whole environment or just a section of this environment, and you'll see the differences. Back here, I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a utilized space or not, so I'm not going to be heating this space over here. So we'll go ahead and just look at the two different options. So option number one is going to be maybe using 2 units. This unit over here is going to be a CD6024 6,000 watt 240 volt unit, and this over here is going to be a C4024 4,000 watt 240 volt unit. I did see some power outlets up here and over here. I'm hoping that that is not for the heater system, because these are 240 volts. So if that is a 120, these heaters do not operate on a 120 system. In fact, if you're looking at 120, most likely you'll never get enough heat out of a 120 system to make it comfortable outdoors. So in any case, let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So basically I have these heaters centered within this entire span here. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the heat ray here, and we'll talk about some of the distances here in just a little bit. But you can see here that with a 6,000 watt unit, it's mounted a little bit higher, and for this position over here, it's going to be just fine. I do have this at a 8-degree angle in, and this one here I think at a 5-degree angle in. That way we get most of the heat into the patio section itself, as opposed to getting it outdoors here or into the structure itself. So that is 2 units, and you can see essentially we're getting about a 12-foot coverage from here to here, and it's going to be the maximum that you're going to really get. Over here, if you're sitting in this chair, you're not in that heat ray. Infrared is a light wave. Even though the light wave does stretch and bend and will be out here, this is the ideal space that the manufacturer talks about. I have this at about I think this is 11 by 10 on the 4,000 and a 12 by 10 on the 6,000. You have nice overlapping rays over here, so this will be a very warm spot over here. But I didn't want to throw, like I said before, the heat out of the patio itself. And As far as mounting the units parallel with these beams here, I mean, you'd have to have one side hang way down and the other one up close. It wouldn't look right in a application like this. Let's just go ahead and look at what I have as far as the slope, so that we're making sure that we're close on the slope here. We'll go ahead with 12 inches here, and then up here we have a distance of let's see here, let me do that one more time. So that distance is 2 1/4, so that would be your slope. And again, heaters going vertical or parallel with that slope section just wouldn't be good in an application like this. It would have to hang way down here. In any case, you can see that this footprint of heat is decent for this space, but let's go ahead and look at what 4 units would look like. So this would be 4 units. These are the same 4 units, 6,000 watts over here, CD6024s, and these are C4024s. And again, now you can see the footprint of heat is much better. Let's go ahead and look at those distances that I used as far as the distances away from the structure and each other. So you can see here from this ledge, and again I have this ledge at 1 foot out. I have the center of the actual mounting hole here at this 1 foot 10, and I have this at the same slope angle as the ceiling. That's why it's a little bit different. Again, 8 degrees out. And then now I have them at 8 foot center to center on the heater itself. So from the center of the room itself to the center of the heater is 4 feet. And I think that would be a lot better application than what I showed before. And also you can see here it's roughly a 7 foot center to center on the brackets themselves. So what I wanted to do, like I said before, is not get the heaters down as low and also get the majority of the heat on this side of the patio. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. There's a good overlapping here. You probably could move the heaters, so let's go ahead and show you why you might want to do that. If you do have the fan in here, I'm going to turn off the ray. If you do have the fan in here and there is clearances that you need to meet, so you can see here that we're not meeting the clearances with the fan if the fan blades are combustible materials. In fact, it probably would be a hard application to actually get a fan in here with this 13 foot distance from the wall to the outer part of the structure itself. But in any case, if we had this fan here, let's see if I can change the angle of this fan so we can see what it would look like, especially on this other side over here. And it actually is not going to pop in there right, so let's see if we can just kind of move it closer to what is proper. We'll go right about here. Okay, that's almost close enough, but you can see this fan blade is way into that. So the only thing you could do is to move all 4 heaters out further from each other, and let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to probably go with something around 24 inches and these 2 at 24 inches, and let's see if we can get closer to meeting those combustible clearances. I think that would be something that would work. However, now if we go into the ray footprint of heat, you can see that we're missing this good section of the center area over here. So I'm not happy about that. We'd have to get a very precise dimension of the fan in order to see how close we can actually get the fan to the heater's clearances, or just go with a steel fan blade. And I would not put the fan blade under the ray itself, but if it's steel non-combustible, you can move it closer into this combustible area here. So another thing just to think about is that 8 degree angle. there's 18 inches of clearance all around all four sides, 36 inches down on these units over here. And so we have that 18 inches of clearance here. And then at that 8 degree, we're still meeting the clearances with regards to that slope that I told you about before. So I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and push these back into their better location, and then let's go ahead and turn that off so you can get a good look at what that footprint of heat would look like, and go ahead and turn off those clearances, and there you go. So I think this would be the most ideal for this application. There might be other seating positions that they utilize during the year. Also, if it's a cold environment, that 6,000 watt unit is going to be a very beneficial application over here. You could actually go with a 6,000 watt over here, but you definitely want a control system on that side over here if you are using that. You could use a duplex, but I would have to say a 3,000 watt element on and then one off. That would only give you half of the power of a 6,000. 3,000 probably would not be enough for this application height here. So 4,000, 6,000 control if you want all 6,000 watt units. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off this fan. And I think that's about it. Oh, also I just want to mention that I did see some string lights that go throughout this area here. You'd have to rearrange those to meet the clearances to the combustibles. And just so you know too, there is a combustible clearance above the heater that's 6 inches from the edge of the heater all four sides, and then 6 inches all the way around the top of the unit as well. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.